Cupcakes the Musical, Act 2, Part 1. Exterior of Carousel Boutique. The run-down, empty shop seen before is completely gone. Crowded with customers, Rarity's dress shop has been restored to its former glory, with fabulous dresses shown off in the windows. Inside, Rarity tends to the customers' needs by helping them pick the right dress and taking periodic measurements. The ponies also try on a few wigs and are totally ignorant of the product's origins. Spike, now healthy-looking and wearing a fancy suit, steps in front of the store with an announcement. Spike: "Fillies and gentlecolts, may I have your attention, please? Would you like to try something new here and today, a wig or a dress or cupcakes, dare I say? If you do, don't delay." Moves about the crowd outside. For fillies and gentlecolts, our fair wares are sure to appease. Introducing again the fantastical girl, who with fashion unmatched shall amaze and unfurl. Fillies and gentlecolts, you've no idea the wonders you seek. Just inside this boutique, waves his hand to the door, there awaits you Miss Rarity's dresses, nothing like the messes seen elsewhere. Stop the presses. Watch how she addresses customers' distresses with such care. Rarity sweeps out from the store with a few ribbons and leads several customers to an outdoor showing of some picnic clothes. She's wearing the most extravagant dress of all and seems to be confident and vibrant herself again. Rarity: "Spiky!" Spike: "Coming!" Brushes through the crowd. "Pardon." Rarity gestures to a stallion. "Bow tie." Spike: "Right, ma'am." Rarity: "Quickly!" Customers: "What a fit!" Spike runs inside and quickly returns with a gem-studded bow tie. He exchanges it for a sizable bag of bits from the fancy-looking stallion, while Rarity quickly moves from customer to customer, meeting their needs and chatting. Rarity: "How are you, dear Bonbon? My, it's just been too long. Would you like a coupon? Spiky? Suits for the gentlecolts. Sales just been so strong. Dresses nearly all gone. Spiky!" Sees Derpyhoofs approaching. "Throw the old beggar out." Customers: "What a fit!" Spike shoos away the beggar mare, who turns around and quickly sulks to the edge of the crowd once again. Rarity to the crowd: "Pardon me, stop running. We'll get you in no time. You look simply stunning. Spiky, boots for the gentlecolts." The doorbell jingles as customers pour in. "Listen to the bell's chime. Starts to get me wondering where I ever went wrong before." Customers: "What a fit!" Rarity: "Just my luck." The music becomes quick and dark as Pinkie Pie stands at the top of the stairs, proudly smiling over the crowd. In her hooves is a fresh batch of cupcakes, ready for Spike to take to her any hungry customers. She hurries back inside and prepares more trays of desserts. Rarity: "Goodness, that reminds me, all amongst the ruckus. Any pony hungry? Spiky? Fruits for the gentlecolts. My good friends, Miss Pinkie Pie is happy to serve us. Scones and cakes and cookies, unlike any you've had before." Customers: "What a fit and such fine cuisine." Rarity: "What's the secret to our sweets and wigs and dresses? Family secret. All part of the trade. Things like keeping. Calm despite all our successes. And with luck, Celestia will bless us." Spike brings out a tray of brownies and scones, which are quickly knocked out of his claws as the crowd hounds him for more of their preferred desserts. Customers: "More cupcakes, more cup, more cake." Pinkie smiles evilly inside her shop when she hears the cry for more cupcakes. She looks inside the icebox for more ingredients, but finds she has run out of supplies. Disappointed for a moment, she moves to the balcony and awaits a customer in angst. It's revealed that the one playing the harp, evil music, is being played a grey mare with violet eyes, who steps into the crowd. Rarity. To a customer. "How are you, Miss Spitfire?" "You know, Mrs. Moondancer, not a single buyer." Sees Derpy again. "Spiky, poor dear's lost everything." As Spike drives away Derpy. "Now away about my answer. Your dress should be here Friday, and I do dare say that—" Customers. "What a fit and cake, so have you." Rarity. "You'll love it." Customers. "Yummy, ever tasted smell such. So lovely, what more these cupcakes." Rarity and Spike. "Eat them slow, and let the sprinkles shock your taste buds. Eat them slow, 'cause everyone's a prize. Eat them slow, 'cause now we're out, so please move quick like." Spike starts to take the dress inside the boutique. "Come again tomorrow." Spike starts to take the empty tray into the boutique, and Rarity places a "No More Cupcakes" sign by the door. However, she sees a grey mare approach the stairs to Pinkie Pie's sweet shop and pull a number. The slip of paper is marked with many balloons. Rarity. "Wah, Spike!" Customers. "More cupcakes." Rarity. "What a break!" The mare somberly walks up the steps and shows her number to Pinkie Pie, who happily welcomes her into the shop. Rarity. "She shall bake." Pinkie Pie shuts the door, and Rarity moves the sign from the boutique entrance. The customers, who were leaving immediately, storm back into Rarity's store and start picking out more clothes, while they wait for more cupcakes. Rarity, Spike, customers. "Isn't it so pleasant? Are these cupcakes? Be with you in a moment. Fit for a princess. Keeping with the current. A tasty treat. Yum. Spiky, they go so well with a yum. Fashion is wonderful. Dress. Yum. And that lovely fragrance. You see, ma'am, why? Yum, yum. Cherry from the basement. There is no cupcake. Yum. Rarity sees Derpy approaching again. "Spiky, throw the old beggar out." Customers. "What a fit and cakes so you have. Yummy, ever tasted smell such. So lovely, what more these cupcakes." Rarity stands proudly before the crowd, Spike at her side, basks in the glory that is her boutique as Pinkie Pie emerges from her shop, smiling and cleaning a knife with a dirty rag. Exterior of the Ponyville streets. It is the dead of night, and the streets are empty. Applejack wanders aimlessly alone, amongst the dark alleys, ways, and roads. She doesn't seem to have a clue where she's going, and simply sings to the night sky. Applejack. "I'll save you, Fluttershy. I'll save you. Do they think that clasps can hold you? Surely you must have a strong will. I will wait outside here for you, ready to catch you in your pink mane. Fluttershy." Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. Pinkie Pie stands calmly in the back room of her shop. In front of her is a cold steel table with a brown earth pony strapped to it. She sets a ticket marked with balloons on the tray next to various surgical tools. He waves his head around groggily as Pinkie lifts up a scalpel and begins gently making incisions in his skin. Pinkie Pie. "And are you comical and cute? With a warming smile like her? I'd want you comical and cute, the way I dreamed you were. Fluttershy." Exterior of the Ponyville Docks. Applejack walks along the river and looks over the bay into which the massive river opens. Strong winds blow her mane about, but she continues. Applejack. Fluttershy. Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. At Pinkie Pie's side are several bucketfuls of meat. Pinkie Pie, her hoofs stained with blood, picks up the hacksaw and pulls it across the throat of the pony. He gives one last gasp before dying, and she covers the opening of his body with a white sheet. She inspects his cutie mark. an hourglass. She remains nonchalant. Pinkie Pie. "And if you're comical, what then? With a warming smile like fire, I think that you shan't laugh again, my little world entire, Fluttershy." Exterior of the Ponyville Market. Applejack walks between the stalls of the marketplace, fully illuminated in the moonlight. Applejack. "I'll save you, Fluttershy." Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. Pinkie Pie sets down her hacksaw and looks out of the window at the moon. Pinkie Pie. "So long, Fluttershy. You're gone, and yet you're mine. I'm fine, Fluttershy, I'm fine." She steps over to a lever by the table and pulls it. The wall the table is up against shifts away, and the table raises up to send the pony's body sliding down the chute. The table returns to its normal position, and Pinkie steps over to the sink to begin washing her hooves. Exterior of an alleyway. Applejack continues walking as aimlessly as before. Applejack. Fluttershy. Exterior of Sweet Street. Rarity walks outside the door of Carousel Boutique and takes a set of stairs to the building's basement. The passage is blocked by a heavy metal door, which she unbolts and steps through. The glow of a furnace barely escapes as she steps inside and shuts the door behind her. Meanwhile, the derpy beggar looks on in madness and terror. The paper bag atop her head quivers as she shakes uncontrollably and calls out to passers-by. Derpy hoofs. "Smoke! Smoke! Sign of discord! Sign of discord! Mail on fire! Mail on fire! Witch! Witch!" to a passing stallion. "Smell it, sir, that disgusting smell, every night when the crowds dispel. Smoke that comes from the mouth of hell. Mail on fire! Mail on fire! Muffins! Muffins! Muffins!" Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. A magenta-colored mare with flowers for her cutie mark quietly steps into the store and shows Pinkie Pie her number. Seeing the balloons, Pinkie retrieves a special cupcake for her from her cabinet and hands it to her customer. Pinkie Pie. "And if I never see you smile, my Pegasus, my sweet, I can be happy for a while, for my work will repeat, Fluttershy." Exterior of Ponyville Limits. Applejack walks out of the outskirts of the town and wanders down the road. Applejack. "I'll see you, Fluttershy." Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. The customer takes a bite of the cupcake and falls unconscious within moments. Pinkie Pie picks up her rear hooves and begins dragging her down the steps to the back room. Pinkie Pie. "And in those times when I forget the way to laugh again, I think of times when you were yet to be lost and taken, Fluttershy." Exterior of the Apple Family Farm. The Apple Family Farm is a state of ruin. The barn has collapsed, the house is boarded shut, and the trees are completely bare. Applejack sees a rotted apple on the ground and gently kicks it away. She turns away from the farm and heads back to the road. Applejack. Fluttershy. Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. Pinkie has placed her customer on the blood-stained table. The magenta mare groggily struggles to get up, just as the customer before her did. She stops fighting and simply lays back. Pinkie. "You stay, Fluttershy," slides the hacksaw across the pony's neck. "The way I think of you," looks out of the window. "Oh, look, Fluttershy, balloons," pulls the lever. "Such bright balloons." Exterior of the road to Ponyville. In the clearing outside Ponyville, the moon is shining as bright as can be on Applejack. She's nearly to the limits of the town again. Applejack, softly sleeping in your pink mane. Exterior of Sweet Street. Rarity emerges from the basement, carrying 2 boxes with her magic. In one box is a set of recently made wigs, similar looking to the manes of Pinkie's recent customers. In the other box is several hats and handbags, all made from leather. She shuts the door behind her and goes up the steps to the side door of the boutique. Meanwhile, the beggar continues frantically running across the street. Derpy hoofs. "There, there! Some pony, look there! Didn't I tell you? Smell the air! Mail on fire!" Spike steps onto the street and walks towards the boutique, carrying several boxes of dress materials. The beggar runs to him and grabs him with her hoofs. Derpy-Hoofs, quick, sir, run and tell. Tell them that the mare who came from the well tried to warn them of the witch and that evil smell. Tell 'em, points insanely at Rarity. Help, witch, mail on fire. Terrified, Spike runs away from her and into the boutique. Derpy-Hoofs, mail on fire, muffins, 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 witch, bits, bits. Spike pokes his head out and looks at the smoke rising from the chimney with an unsettled look. He looks back to the street to find the beggar has gone and goes back inside. Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. Pinkie opens the door to her shop to find another customer, a turquoise unicorn with a Lyra cutie mark, who presents her with a balloon-covered ticket. She smiles and welcomes the customer inside. She steps into her kitchen and begins to prepare one of her special cupcakes. Pinkie Pie. And so you'll haunt my memory until I pass away. I think I'll find the reverie to plant itself and stay. Fluttershy. Exterior of Pony&Wolf's poor district. Applejack walks by many poor beggars and lower-class ponies dressed in little more than rags. A few prostitutes, male and female, in provocative attire attempt to step in front of her, but she simply brushes them off. As she continues down the street, her face twists in anger at the state Ponyville is in. Applejack. I see you, Fluttershy. Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. Pinkie Pie returns from the kitchen to find that the unicorn has been joined by two of her friends, both earth ponies. One is cream-colored with a few pieces of candy on her flank and a purple one with fruit on hers. They wave happily at Pinkie Pie, who sighs and returns to the kitchen to bake some fresh cupcakes. Pinkie Pie. So you'd be comical and cute, perhaps too much like her. Not being together, it'd be mood. To dream of how we were. Fluttershy. She brings her customers their cupcakes, and she sadly watches them leave. Exterior of Ponyville's apple factory. Applejack walks by a massive stone building with a picture of Big Macintosh in a top hat plastered all across the side. The words, Big Macintosh Original Homegrown Apples, are featured above him. Applejack stares at the wall in confusion, but continues down the street. Yet an idea comes to her. She turns around and stares at the wall again and sees a barred window with a figure staring out of it. Applejack. I see you, Fluttershy. Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. Pinkie Pie is moving about her kitchen, stuffing the meat from the previous night's killings into pans and tossing them in the oven. Light from the rising sun spills in through the window, and the shop is fully illuminated, revealing brightly colored balloons, streamers, and other cheerful decorations. It's easy to tell from Pinkie's movements, this is the happiest she's been in a long time. Pinkie Pie. You see, Fluttershy, the dawn will always come. We learn, Fluttershy, always have fun. As she sings the last words, she becomes somber once again. She looks out the window and basks in the sun's morning glow. Exterior of Ponyville's apple factory. Applejack focuses on the window as the sun illuminates the wall. She sees a golden Pegasus with a pink mane looking at her. Applejack. I'll save you. Interior of Pinkie Pie's sweet shop. Pinkie wipes away a tear and walks back into the kitchen. She picks up the last tray and places it in the oven. A bittersweet smile comes back to her face before she gently closes it. Exterior of Ponyville Park. The sun is shining brightly in the sky, and white, poofy clouds roll across the sky. A gentle breeze blows the grass back and forth as Pinkie Pie and Rarity relax on a picnic blanket. Not too far away, Spike is flying a kite high in the sky. A few plates and crumbs are all that remains of a delightful lunch, and all seem to be enjoying themselves, except for Pinkie. She appears focused and doesn't seem to take notice of the beautiful day. Rarity. Which is why I never put up cream-colored wallpaper. Quite a dreadful story, really. Anyway, as I was saying, we could drop by the hardware store and pick up some... Looks over at Pinkie. Pinkie, are you even listening? Pinkie Pie. Yeah, of course. Rarity. Then what did I just say? Pinkie Pie. There must be some way to get to Twilight Sparkle. It's always Twilight Sparkle this and Twilight Sparkle that. I don't mean to seem naggy, but for heaven's sake, you need to get over this unhealthy obsession. For your own good, come on, Pinky," gently punches Pinky's shoulder. "With all the money we've made off our dual business, we could do whatever we please. Pinky?" No response. "Pinky?" No response, and groans again. "What's it going to take to get your attention?" Nervously approaches her and kisses her on the cheek. "Oh, Pinkie Pie," kisses her. "If you'd listen," kiss. "So I," kiss, "wouldn't have to stoop so low. I just want to share with you, Pinkie Pie," kiss, "what I dream," kiss, "if our business stays strong, where I'd really like to go in a year or so. Wouldn't you like to know?" Pouts. "Yes, of course." Rarity. "Do you really want to know?" Pinkie Pie gives a clearly fake smile. Yes, I do. Rarity. "Ah, good, you see. For years I've had this dream, ever since I was a little filly," looks at the mountain in the distance, "to go to Canterlot, the pinnacle of the fashion world. Of course, ever since my business went south, I simply haven't been able to raise the money. But now, maybe, just maybe." Rarity. "Canterlot, Pinkie Pie, high up on the mountain. Canterlot, Pinkie Pie, where the great are driven. You and I, Miss Pinkie Pie, amidst all the wealthy, living lives oh so long and healthy, in Canterlot." Pinkie Pie. "Anything you say." Rarity. "Wouldn't that be smashing?" As Rarity gazes into the distance, the world around seems to have transformed completely. Exterior of a Canterlot Park. Rarity and Pinkie Pie are still sitting in the same positions as before, but the hill on which they were sitting now overlooks a vast, beautiful metropolis. The day is still wonderful, and the two are dressed in clothes fit for Rarity's imagination. Even Spike is looking quite dapper in a fancy suit. He runs down the hill, letting his kite soar into the air, as Rarity smiles at her dream world. Rarity. "With the world neath our hoofs, high above the clouds, we'll never worry about getting swept in crowds. We can be, all us three, such a happy family, snuggled deep in our love so warmly, in Canterlot, with cameras flashing, in Canterlot, wouldn't that be smashing? In Canterlot." Pinkie Pie. "Anything you say, anything you say." Exterior of Canterlot Street. Rarity and Pinkie Pie are now strolling down a busy Canterlot street. Each and every pony seems to be a model of kindness and courtesy. All the stallions tip their hats to Rarity as she passes by, and she revels in the excitement of high society. Rarity. "I can see us walking, the ponies talking, the cameras rolling," to a well-dressed candy stallion. "Oh, you!" "I see stallions gawking as I go strolling, with you who," waves to Spike, "you who." Exterior of a Canterlot Hotel. Rarity and Pinkie are now laying back in the lounge chairs, overlooking Equestria from a high balcony. Rarity. "I'll relax in the sun with a lemonade, as I wait a dessert that was just been pureed." Interior of a new dress shop. Pinkie Pie is now wearing one of Rarity's newest designs, an extravagant dress, her perfect dress. She stands in the middle of a large, well-to-do dress shop as Rarity takes some measurements with some measuring tape. Rarity. "And still into fashion I'll express my passion, with no slashing needed by you who." Pinkie Pie. "Anything you say." Interior of a large, fancy house. Rarity's next vision is of a huge bedroom that almost seems like it belongs to a princess. Rarity and Pinkie Pie are snuggled under a blanket in an unnecessarily large bed. The two are facing each other, with Rarity appearing happier than ever and Pinkie Pie appearing more distant than ever. Rarity. "Think how comfy we'll be in imported blankets. All about will be pillows, gems, and trinkets." The scene then shifts to the house's dining room, where several ponies have dropped by for a visit. They are cheerful and pleased with the dinner laid out before them as they make small talk. Rarity: in an upper-class home where I can be with ponies who'd like to become my kids. Exterior of a Canterlot Park. Rarity, Pinkie Pie, and Spike are in the same positions as before. Rarity: in Canterlot. Pinkie Pie: anything you say. Rarity gets up and walks happily towards Spike, who's working to show off his kite-flying skills to her. Rarity: don't you love the weather in Canterlot? Always with each other, in the city, hoo-hoo, of Canterlot. Rarity: oh, I can see it now, each of us dressed in the latest fashion, which of course will be set by me. Pinkie Pie also gets up and joins the two. A hint of a smile comes to her face as she directs Spike as to where to move the kite. Spike gladly takes the advice, and Rarity observes the whole exchange. Rarity: it'll be so peaceful and even regal, and I'll be grateful for you. You'll be so helpful. It almost seems fateful with us two. Interior of a chapel. A priest pony stands before Rarity and Pinkie, each dressed in appropriate wedding attire. He mouths something unintelligible as Rarity looks at Pinkie. Rarity: perhaps a wedding would be just fine. Our fates have already been entwined. Although I might stutter, my mind start to clutter. If I actually mutter, I do who. Interior of a large, fancy house. The scene is once again of the dining table, and Rarity has just brought in a tray of hot chocolate for the latest guest, a rather hoity-toity fashion critic. Pinkie Pie is already sitting by a near chair, a smile creeping to her lips. Rarity: in Canterlot, with the best stopping by to visit, the occasional guests bringing along their wit. I will show them designs with my newest gems. Pinkie Pie darts forth like a flash of lightning, and slashes her knife across the throat of the critic. His blood splatters across the table, and he sputters and gargles. Rarity: now and then you can even bake them. Exterior of a Canterlot Park. Rarity, Pinkie, and Spike are now gathered on the picnic blanket and gazing at the most beautiful sunset imaginable. Dark golden shafts of light burst from the clouds and make the sight seem as though it is heaven on earth. Rarity: in Canterlot, like a normal family. In Canterlot, no longer so lonely. To Canterlot, hoo-hoo! Gorgeous Canterlot. Exterior of a Pony&Wolf Park. Rarity snaps out of her dream world and back to reality. She looks around and sees Pinkie and Spike, looking as they did before. The sky has become grey with rain clouds, and most of the other picnic-goers have gone. Rarity looks from Pinkie to Spike and back at the sky, longing to be back in her dreams.